Bert Kreischer, welcome to Never Been Asked. Today, ideally, I'm going to ask you some questions you've never heard before. You said you doubt this is possible.
It's impossible.
Really?
It's impossible. I will be so impressed if you ask me a question I've never been asked.
I feel like you're forgetting about the technicalities that questions can be as ridiculous as possible.
Oh, like have you ever eaten horse?
Exactly.
Okay.
So we'll start off with a good one. Now, if each of your orifices dispensed a liquid, what 5 drinks are on tap for you at all times? Let's start with your mouth.
Well, it's gonna be beer because I talk a lot of shit. So it's gonna be something that gets you. Yeah, beer would come out of my mouth.
Nose. You snot it out.
It would be Bloody Marys.
Bloody Mary, that's perfect because no one would be too suspicious.
Yeah.
Ears. It's a disgusting one.
I barely use my ears, so I'd say water.
And lastly, your anus. What are we shitting out?
Wendy's Frosties.
That would be a nice image.
God, I would love to. How great would it be if your shits came out cold? Like ice cold?
Ice cold Wendy's Frosty is delectable.
Oh, man. They've come out hot before. You ever shit where it's actually burning hot and you're like, what is going on? It'd be so cool if it was just like ice cubes.
This would be a nice switch up, right?
Yeah.
Little Wendy's Frosty.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize these were questions. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
so
gonna,
I'm
you're
one
gonna
for
kill
one.
it. Yeah, you're 1 for 1.
1 for 1.
You're killing it.
There you go. I know you're more on the right track these days. But back in the day, back in your dark days, what children's cartoon or animated character would you most want to go on an all-night bender with?
Captain Caveman.
Who is that?
Captain Caveman.
I'll have to,
and son.
And what would you guys get into?
Oh, fucking wild. Just watch him berserk in every bar in Soho. Captain Caveman was the shit. God, man, you don't remember Captain Caveman?
I do not know.
What cartoon characters do you remember?
Anything from the early 90s to early 2000s.
Oh, see, I'm like old school cartoons. Like, I'm old school. Like, do you remember Yogi the Bear?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yogi would be a cool guy to party with.
Yogi's a tank.
Yogi's
a tank. What athlete throughout your life has caused you the most pain or suffering?
Ooh, Tiger Woods has brought me the most joy. I'll tell you who breaks my heart. Tim Tebow breaks my heart. Johnny Manziel breaks my heart. Like, no one causes me pain and suffering because I'm not affected that way. But like, I get upset that Tim Tebow didn't get more of a chance. Does that make sense? Like, it just doesn't seem fair.
I love Johnny Football. I don't think he earned another chance, to be honest. I feel like he actually had plenty. I thought you were going to say Tebow because of Florida.
It's like, when I watch people's career, like, that's why I'm so happy with what's happening with Baker Mayfield down in Florida, is because he was on one of those trajectories where it felt like he wasn't getting the breaks he deserved. And now to see him succeed in Tampa makes me so happy. And I love the fucking way he plays football. But yeah, you're right. You know, I wonder sometimes if like Tim Tebow and Johnny Manziel really kind of just saved their own lives. They're not going to get CTE.
Well, they might. Tim Tebow took a lot of hits in college, though. It might have lasted.
Tim Tebow's, by the way, a good-looking man.
Yeah,
and
for
a
sure,
large
for sure.
dude. It's so funny. You see like guys like that, I go, God, man, he could have done anything.
He did play baseball for a second, too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That's right. Yeah, no one's giving me any grief. I want to think, though. No one's giving me any grief.
So you're more empathetic
I have,
than someone breaking your heart as a fan, it seems.
This is a weird statement, and I'm not powerless. I look at men who get affected by football really, really bad, like friends of mine, and I go, wow, it's so crazy that you're giving power to that in your life, that you're really upset that the Packers lost. Like you can't function Sunday night because the Packers lost. Nothing has that power over me.
So you're not a we guy, like we signed Drake May.
No.
Yeah, my cousin, I said Drake May is good. My cousin said thank you. I said you didn't sign him.
Dude, I mean, like I'm a Bucks fan. I'm a diehard Bucks fan. But yeah, also if they lose, I'm like, okay, that sucks.
Okay, yeah, as a Jet fan, I'm past the point where I'm cool. Like, this is good. This works out well. If they win,
yeah,
great. If they lose, it's what I'm expecting.
That's why I also like gambling, because gambling is a way to become powerless. When you put money on a team, then you're invested.
Yes.
Then you're like, I mean, it's crazy how gambling makes sports so much better. So direct. I wish you could do that with love.
Ooh. You're a romantic guy, though, no?
I'm very romantic.
So you don't need it for love.
No, yeah, I don't. But yeah, but it would be cool.
Some people could use it. Who wins the hypothetical MMA matchup? Shane Gillis or a prime Nick Saban?
Oh, it's Nick Saban.
I've never seen him back in the day, but Alabama Jones, I'm sure, was a unit.
It's Nick Saban. Listen, I love Shane, but we all know he has a tendency to give up.
Nikki Glazer versus Nikki Sixx.
Today, Nikki Sixx.
Let's go prime.
Today, Nikki Glaser. Old school Nikki. Oh, that would be fucking hot.
But who wins the MMA matchup?
It's Nikki Sixx.
Okay. Andrew Schultz versus Kendrick Lamar. Different weight classes.
Very different weight classes. I think it's without a doubt Schultz.
Yeah,
That's crazy. So I used to live next to a rapper. They're not the baddest dudes in the world. Like, they're just regular people.
They're actors.
They're like...
For the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. But yeah, Schultz definitely going to light him up.
All right. This is a tag team. Bobby Lee, Spike Lee, Stan Lee, Tommy Lee versus Bruce Lee.
Oh, okay. First of all, Bobby's the fucking wild card because Bobby's gonna. He is the fly in the ointment. He is going to fuck everything up because he's gonna make a problem. He's gonna make a problem. He'll start off like, "I need my reading glasses," and they'll be like, "What? What are you talking about?" Bruce Lee will have already started fighting Tommy Lee. Bobby Lee's gonna distract Stan Lee. Bobby Lee's gonna say something racial. Spike Lee's gonna get pissed off, start fighting Bobby Lee. Oh, it's a shit show. And isn't Stan Lee dead?
Very dead, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
all of these Lees are absolutely useless.
Yeah.
Besides Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee's going to kill them.
All right, Putin versus Kim Jong-un.
Who?
Putin versus Kim Jong-un.
Oh, Putin, my guy.
That's my guy.
That's my guy. Dude, I don't say negative things about people on podcasts, even Putin, because one day you never fucking know. You never know. Layover flight in Moscow, you get detained, and then Putin's like, I don't know, he's a good guy. What accent was that?
What about Taylor Lewan versus his veneers? He's losing that battle to me currently.
He's, I think he got his veneers when he was 390 pounds.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't even realize they were veneers until now.
Take a look. What's the last book you read?
Does listening to a book count? No. Flyboys is the last actual book I read.
That's funny you asked that because I was going to ask, can you read or was it just an audiobook?
No, I can read. I can't read really good. I can't really well. Like I'm dyslexic, so it's tedious to fucking read. And you know those things you get on Instagram where it says, if you're reading this and you see no problem with this sentence, then you're clearly dyslexic. And then I showed it to my wife. I go, what's wrong with this sentence? She's like, are you being serious? I go, yeah. So like I have difficulty reading, but I listen to a lot of audiobooks.
If you made the majors, would you have been juiced up?
Yes. And I think we should allow them to juice up. Baseball was never as fun as it was when Sammy Sosa and Roger Clemens, everyone was just fucking roided out. I loved baseball then.
Best era by far.
Make baseball great again.
Who is your athletic comparison? I know you play baseball, but you can pick any sport.
Mickey Mantle.
For his antics in the dugouts too?
Yeah. I'm a party hard at night, show up, get the job done, outpace everybody kind of guy. Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle. That's the way I like to live life.
It's a great lifestyle.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put you in a predicament here. Would you rather be trapped in an eternal conversation with Joe Rogan on the benefits of Tibetan supplements, or TKO the Dalai Lama with a Rakishi stink face?
I'm gonna go with Rogan. I'll talk to Rogan forever.
That's a long time,
dude. But he always finds something interesting. I'm gonna go with Rogan.
He's either like the biggest genius or the biggest bullshitter of all time.
He is the biggest genius. He wasn't this smart when I met him. Like, he's gotten so much smarter. Like, I said that to him the other day. I was like, he was just into aliens and like 9/11 conspiracies, and now he's like talking about fucking polio vaccines. And I mean, the things he says, we'll have a conversation. I want to say, like, I don't think I'm smart enough to be your friend anymore. Like, I think I was smart enough to be your friend back then, but now I'm not.
Do you see yourself on a similar trajectory with your intelligence?
No, mine's going down. I think I'm getting dumber and dumber. The things I care about, you'd be shocked how little I care. You know what my Google search is? Like, have you ever heard of the Tudor rose?
Is that an actual flower?
It's a factual flower.
I heard of the Tudors.
The Tudors.
I believe.
I just learned about the Tudors. Yeah. King Henry was the first Tudor.
The one that killed his wives?
All his wives.
All of them?
Oh, no. He beheaded one. One died from natural causes. He killed a bunch of them. Anne Boleyn was the gangster. I want to see what she looked like. She was like apparently gorgeous. I think Winona Ryder or like Shannon Doherty, God rest her soul.
So what is your number one interest right now? Is it the Tudor rose?
It is the Tudors right now. It's the Tudors. I'm a history guy, so I like listening to history podcasts while I sleep. I was really into the printing press for a little bit.
Probably the most impactful invention.
Yeah. And, I don't think enough people know that. But without that, I mean, we don't have I mean, that single thing right there changed religion. It changed history. It allowed words to get to the no. Back in the day, information was valuable, and not all the dumb people didn't get it because they held it. Like, they couldn't even read the Bible. The priest told them what the Bible said. And then the printing press showed up, and they're like, oh, shit. Now it was like the first internet.
Speaking of, would you rather take down a big gulp of Shaq's crotch sweat or John Rocker's chewing tobacco spit?
Shaq's crotch sweat. He's clean.
Is he? I mean,
Yeah.
you've been with him, you know.
Yeah, he's a clean dude. Me and him, we're both clean men. We shower in pools. We're clean men.
How would LeBron's legacy have been affected if he switched his training regimen to yours?
I'm going his direction now.
Yeah.
Because I said to myself the other day, so LeBron invests, like $3 million a year in his body?
Yeah.
Right? So I said, hold on. I'm not a professional athlete, but I party pretty fucking hard. What if I started investing in my body to keep myself healthy so that I can keep going? So I got a longevity doctor. I get IVs twice a week. I do NAD. I do everything. I'm on testosterone. I work out. I have a personal trainer. I'm in therapy, all to make sure I can still party.
Boom. So LeBron's legacy would not have been affected.
No, not at all.
All right. In honor of March, let's complete the greatest party boy bracket.
Okay.
Now, we have 4 first-round buys.
All right.
So let's start. Rob Gronkowski versus light-skinned Justin Bieber.
Oh, Gronk.
Gronk, have you partied with him?
Yes, he is the best.
So, is he the most fun man in America?
He possibly is the most enjoyable dude I've ever been around. He is like Prozac. I mean, he is so fucking fun.
All right. Paris Hilton versus Frank Sinatra.
I think I go Paris. She's more accessible. I think Frank would be off to the side. You know, I think Paris would. I made eye contact with her one time.
How was that for you?
It happened. I mean, I know she knows it happened. Like I was on the dance floor, and I took my shirt off, and she was walking up to DJ, and she saw me took my shirt off. She went like this.
That looks like a potential eye fuck.
I looked right back.
Not just
at her.
Eye contact.
But I have a couple hall passes I'm trying to clear with my wife, and she's one of them.
Really? I mean, Paris. You can't go wrong with putting Paris over Frank. She's a legend.
Paris is a legend.
All right. Now, you know what? You actually made an appearance. Pablo Escobar versus Bert Kreischer.
Come on, no. Okay. I'm going to selfishly pick me only because, and I'm saying this for everyone who goes, Bert, Pablo is fucking the man. Pablo also had a tendency to tie people up in lawn chairs and throw them into the pool, okay? That will not happen with me. I can promise you that.
So, morality clause, you are moving on.
Yes.
He also was more focused on his business. You do both.
Yeah, I do both.
Lindsay Lohan versus Hunter S. Thompson.
Shit.
What, are you think these are solid selections?
These are solid selections, and they're good head-to-heads in my opinion.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
This is the toughest matchup so
This is the
far.
toughest matchup because I'm such a Lindsay Lohan fan. I feel the same way about Lindsay Lohan as I do Tim Tebow. I feel like
She's
she got
coming back,
screwed. She's coming back. She is so talented. She is absolutely gorgeous. She was just younger than everyone, and she didn't know how to keep up. But I got to go Hunter S. Thompson.
I mean, just the amount of substances.
It's the man. I mean, do you ever see his daily routine?
I was just going to ask you the same question. That can't be real.
Of course it is. If you let go of all inhibitions and treat cocaine the way he did, it's quite enjoyable.
I mean, look, he was highly effective at the same
Yeah.
time. All right, let's move on to, I guess, our Elite 8. Gronk versus Charlie Sheen. That's our number 1 overall seed.
Fuck me. You're talking about a guy who gave us legendary sayings like Tiger Blood. I was banging grams. I mean, it's so hard.
So he had the best individual run, I would say.
God damn it, it's Charlie Sheen. I'm sorry,
Charlie
Gronk.
Sheen. Sorry, Gronk. I think Gronk might have been more consistent, but at the peak of his powers, no one was stopping Charlie.
Shit, this is a tough one, too.
All right, Ric Flair versus Paris Hilton. You've eye contact with Paris. You've met Rick, I'm sure.
I know Rick. When the first time I ever saw Rick on a plane, we drank identically together.
You met drink for drink.
No. What we did was we ordered ourselves a drink and our wives a drink, and then we drank our wives' drinks, then we drank
okay.
our drinks before takeoff. It goes Ric Flair. Sorry, Paris.
I'm liking this matchup right here. Dennis Rodman. He could have been the number 1 overall seed, too, versus Bert Kreischer.
I'm going to have to remove myself from this and give it to Dennis Rodman. He just looks better shirtless.
He does look great. Shirt.
And no one complains when he gets shirtless. Like, if he takes his shirt off at a bar, everyone's like, in. If I get shirtless, someone gets upset, and then someone has to tell them, no, that's his thing. It's Dennis Rodman. I'm sorry.
The only reason I could see putting you forward is Dennis Rodman is such an elite athlete that his tolerance might be better, and you could go longer while more fucked up. But this is your bracket, so we're moving Dennis Rodman on.
Please.
Motley Crue versus Hunter S. Thompson.
I just hear, all I can hear is motorcycles starting up. Brum, 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 brum. It's Hunter S. Thompson. Boys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Tommy, I'm sorry. Vince, I'm sorry. But it's Hunter S. Thompson. And I think they will take a knee on that one and go, you're right, Hunter S. Thompson.
Okay. Maybe Hunter S. Thompson might have been too low of a seed. All right, so who do we have? We have Charlie Sheen versus Ric Flair in our Final Four matchup.
Oh, shit. Charlie Sheen versus Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm. That's what the Final Four is all about. Big-time powerhouse blue blood schools.
I'm going Ric Flair, and I'm saying because he still parties.
And what? He's in his 70s.
He's in his 70s. He still gets down.
Okay.
He gave me weed that he said was going to fuck my head up, and it fucked my head up.
Longevity.
Yeah.
And we got Hunter S. Thompson versus Dennis Rodman. Elite author, elite athlete.
Holy shit. I'm going Hunter. So you're telling me the final matchup is Charlie Sheen versus Hunter S. Thompson.
I thought you moved on Ric Flair.
Ric Flair versus Hunter S. Thompson.
Who is winning our ultimate party boy bracket?
Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate party boy in this country, Hunter S. Thompson.
Wow.
No one competes with that man.
Clap it up for him.
And he did it, and he wrote epic novels.
I thought you might have gone Ric Flair because Hunter S. Thompson, he did party, but I feel like he was more inside to himself while Ric Flair was outside.
He was not. Do you ever see him cover the election?
No, I did not.
Oh my God, he was awesome. He gave me the idea before I got on blood pressure medicine. One of my favorite moves in the world was to cut grapefruit in half, hollow it out a little bit, pour vodka in there, and sip it through the grapefruit. It was so enjoyable, and it made you feel so tropical.
Let's move on. Now, this is a special segment. Our fans, thanks to y'all watching at home, our fans have submitted some questions. So, Michael from Jordan asks, who's the highest profile celebrity you could successfully kidnap and hold for ransom?
Jennifer Aniston.
Any strategy involved, or you just have a gut feeling?
A lot of strategy. What I would do is I would organize through my publicist and my agent a podcast. And then when she got in there, I'd do the podcast, and then I'd say, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. And I'd lock the door, and I'd say, Jennifer, I'm so sorry, but I can get a lot of money for you.
This seems way more realistic than I would have thought.
By the way, that podcast now will never happen because there's no way she's going to go on a podcast with me now that I've once said I was going to kidnap her.
Okay, Plaxico from Afghanistan asks, would you rather own the car of your dreams, but every time you ride in it, there's a new dead body, or never be able to use a car again?
I would never be able to use a car again. I'd love that.
How would you get to the airport?
Oh, you mean I couldn't?
You can't even ride an Uber. Yeah. How would you?
I don't know. I would be very centrally located, I guess.
You have to live right next to the airport.
No. Then I think it would be fun to find a dead body in your car every day then.
Well, the thing is, if you just
Cadillac 1972 convertible Cadillac Eldorado, and just every morning to pop the trunk open and go, oh shit, it's a kid.
Well, the thing is, if you have a good lawyer, it's not your body. They just happen to be in your trunk every time, and if you just build up that defense case, people will understand.
And I bet you'd be good at dropping bodies after a while. You'd be like, I know where I got to swing by.
That's another strategy I didn't think of, actually.
Yeah.
That's nice. Georgia from Tennessee asks if your recent physical transformation was based on the build of Kangaroo Jack.
I've never seen Kangaroo Jack. What's Kangaroo Jack?
Just a jacked kangaroo.
Oh, yeah, no. No, my physical transformation's transforming back. Don't worry.
This was pretty cool. I was surprised to hear this. How'd you react when Melania Trump said you were her favorite stand-up and you are welcome inside of her Oval Office anytime you want?
She did not say that. Did she say that?
I read it somewhere. It could have been wrong.
No, I take it. I think, I got to be honest with you, I think she is, without a doubt, the most beautiful first lady we've ever had.
Martha? What about Martha Washington?
I mean, let's for real, let's look at it.
No,
it's got to be her and then Jackie. Jackie
was nice. And Fat Moore, also style god. Her style was incredible.
Yes.
Because that couple together had an incredible amount of aura. I'm a huge fan of JFK Jr.
Me too.
He's the hottest man I've ever seen. Well, I've never seen him, but
I never saw him. But I'm bummed that he's dead.
That's a big loss. Because that's a good candidate, actually.
Buddy.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
Let's be very real. If we had JFK Jr., we would not have Donald Trump in office right now.
Probably
That's
not.
the truth. I guarantee you JFK Jr. would be president, and I bet it would go back like Harry S. Truman days where they were like, fuck it, let him do 3 more. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's so good.
Speaking of, who's the hottest man you've ever seen?
I FaceTimed with Bradley Cooper one time, and I was kind of caught off guard. Hold on. I have an answer for that.
Not even ever seen, like, you've never had to have met them or seen them with your eyes, like a photo works. And who's the hottest man alive in your opinion? Or not alive, sorry. Literally dead or alive.
I sat next to a male model once. That's when I started drinking vodka. And he was just, I mean, it was like, you look at his face and it's like, everything was perfect, the way you want your face to be. I'll tell you, he's a good-looking man. That's Tom Brady. He is a stunning individual, and his hands are freaking massive. I mean, he has big hands. Yeah.
And he's a huge guy, too.
He's a huge guy. Tom Brady might be the prettiest boy I've ever seen.
Yeah, he might be a little too pretty for me, but you can't argue with it. You can't argue that he's incredibly handsome.
Yeah, he is stunning.
Okay? Aliens have a gun to your head. If you don't destroy one national monument, the whole world is blown to smithereens. Which one is getting the demolition ball?
I'm not a fan of the Eiffel Tower. I mean, I've been there. I've already been there, so I could take that one down easy because I've already done it. So you got to think, like, what monuments have you been to that you don't really care to go back to?
Okay, got it.
Like, I'll tell you what, I think the Washington Monument's useless.
Is that the
obsolete?
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. It's like, okay.
You know what's really useless to me is I would probably just knock down Stonehenge. Minimal damage.
Stonehenge. No way I'd touch Stonehenge.
It's just rocks.
No, it's so cool, though, and I've never been there, so don't touch it.
Okay, it's just to me, that was like a safe choice.
Can I tell you which one I find fascinating?
Yes, please.
Is Mount Rushmore.
That's one. You
I
think
wouldn't
that's
touch it.
Oh,
I
you
wouldn't touch it.
it.
I wouldn't touch it.
Have you been there?
No, I would like to go there. I wouldn't touch Hoover Dam. I
insult
wouldn't
to injury,
touch, and no Martin Luther King shit. Nothing black or indigenous. I wouldn't touch those. I think that's just bad juju.
Washington Monument, actually, that works because that's outdated. We can build a new one.
I don't know if you can go in it. Can you go in it?
I do not know. I've never had the interest to think about that.
It is such a useless.
I mean, you go in it and what do? There's no windows.
Yeah, I'd destroy the Washington Monument.
All right, I have a choice for you. Let's draft teams of elite, out-of-shape athletes.
Great.
Or the funniest athletes. Which would you like to do?
Funniest athletes.
All right, let's 5 each. You can start.
Okay, number 1, Rob Gronkowski.
That's a great choice. I'm going to go Marshawn Lynch because
Shit.
It's a unique pick. He's not funny necessarily in the traditional sense, but he could literally do anything.
Good call. Number 2, Shaquille O'Neal.
You can't go wrong with Shaq.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, this is another out of left field. I'm going to go Muhammad Ali for his potential of being funny because he could sun the shit out of you if he really wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going number 3, Chad Ochocinco.
That was my next pick.
God, he's good.
He's also good at trolling.
He's a big guy too. I was next to him in a toilet, in a bathroom. He's a larger, I always thought he'd be smaller. He's a large dude.
He's skinny. He's lean though,
Yeah,
right?
he's lean.
Okay, I'm going to go. You have Shaq. I'm going to go Charles Barkley because I can't let you have both. That's just a chalk pick.
Yeah.
So you have 2 more.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
he's dry. He's great. Oh, yeah.
You're having some good diversity on your team,
Yeah.
different styles of humor. I'm going to go, I want Big Papi. I want some international flair on my team, and even just looking at him cracks me up.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go slick. I'm going to go Taylor Lewan.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a really solid team I got.
That is a solid team. Taylor's funnier than Will.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. And my last pick, I feel like I'm going guys that are just like funny being themselves, not cracking jokes. I'm going Conor McGregor. There's just undeniable entertainment factor.
Dude, Conor McGregor is so fascinating. I partied with him kind of at a bar one night. Had a couple drinks with him on the dance floor, but he was with his family. If you could say there was one celebrity you'd like to watch in a fishbowl type scenario interact with the world, it's my opinion it's Conor McGregor.
Wow,
he's so and he's a solid guy. I was with my daughters in New York, and he's walking down the street, and he walks like Conor McGregor. He does that, and I was like, I turn, and he was like, hey. I turned around, I was like, I knew he knew me. I don't think he remembered my name, but I was like, what's up, champ? It's Bert. And he goes, hey, Bert, what you doing? What you doing? You doing a show? And I said, yeah, we were at Forest Hills at the tennis stadium I said, we're doing a show. And he goes, when is it? I said, tomorrow. And he goes, I got something to do. I'd love to come. And then he walked away, and my daughter's like this. She goes, you know fucking Conor McGregor?
It's an amazing interaction.
Yeah.
All right, Bert. You said you would have been surprised if I could ask you a question you never heard before. Out of all of these questions, what percentage do you think you had heard before?
0. I've never heard any of these questions.
Really?
I've never heard you. I thought you were going to ask me a question about myself. I was like, I'm so bored talking about myself.
No, I mean,
you have no idea. I have 3 podcasts. I'm doing podcasts constantly. I do stand up. I talk about me so much that that if anyone on the internet is like, I find him annoying, buddy, you have no idea how annoying I find myself. So this is a really treat because I didn't expect any of these questions.
Oh, so job well done.
100%.
Thank you, Bert. Thank you so much. Stand-up special, Lucky, out now on Netflix. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
That was funny shit.